Italian grammar, explained, and English. If you are learning Italian, this video will help you feel more confident. Today we look at a simple tense, the future simple, il futuro semplice. We'll learn how to form it and how to use it in real life. This grammar topic is considered A2, but I believe that all levels can benefit from it. So, keep watching. Resta con me. Oh, ciao! Anche voi siete qui per la lezione di grammatica, giusto? Fra poco inizia. Shh, shh. Silenzio! Inizia.
Non piangrai, farfallone amoroso, notte e giorno d'intorno girando.
Today your teacher will be none other than Mozart. Just kidding, of course. It will be me, as always. Anyway, who doesn't know these wonderful notes? Even if you don't like opera yet, I'm sure you have heard this melody before. Let's listen again. This time, pay attention to the subtitles. There will be a word in red.
Non piangrai, farfallone amoroso, notte e giorno.
Non più andrai. But what does andrai mean? It means you will go. The infinitive is andare. So guess what? You just have to add a specific set of endings to the stem of the verb and you'll get the future tense.
How to form the future simple.
È facile fare il futuro semplice. The future simple is very easy to form. Take the infinitive, for example, parlare, and replace the ending are with a new set of endings. Parlerò, parlerai, parlerà, parleremo, parlerete, parleranno. Done. Good news. The first two conjugations have the same endings. The third conjugation sounds the same, only it doesn't begin with the e, but with I. It's quite easy to remember. Let's have a closer look. Watch out! A common mistake is to keep the letter A in the first conjugation. It's not guardarò, but guarderò. Guardare, guarderò. Cantare, canterò. Now, a little exercise to spice things up. Look at the table with our future endings and add them to the verbs you see on the screen. Say the words out loud, a voce alta. È importante, it's important. Then, listen and check.
Lavorerò, lavorerai, lavorerà, lavoreremo, lavorerete, lavoreranno. Prenderò, prenderai, prenderà, prenderemo, prenderete, prenderanno. Finirò, finirai, finirà, finiremo, finirete, finiranno.
Facile, vero? Did you get the first conjugation right? Let me know how you did in the comments.
Exceptions and spelling rules.
So, most verbs are easy to put in the future tense, but there are some important exceptions and spelling rules to remember. Let's see. Verbs ending in ciare and giare lose the letter I. Mangiare, mangerò. Let's see an example. Cominciare. Comincerò, comincerai, comincerà, cominceremo, comincerete, cominceranno. Verbs ending in care and gare take an H. Giocare, giocherò. Careful with the pronunciation. Giocherò, not giocerò. We have to add the H to keep the hard sound K. The same with G. G. Spiegare, spiegherò. Spiegherai, spiegherà. Spiegheremo, spiegherete, spiegheranno. The verbs dovere, sapere, andare, potere, vedere, vivere drop a vowel. Andare, andrò, and not anderò. Vedere, vedrò, and not vederò. Let's conjugate sapere. Saprò, saprai, saprà, sapremo, saprete, sapranno. The verbs rimanere, volere, bere, venire, tenere, tradurre drop a vowel and also change the letter L or N into R. Venire, verrò, verrai, verrà, verremo, verrete, verranno. Volere, vorrò, vorrai, vorrà, vorremo, vorrete, vorranno. Finally, the verbs dare, fare, stare keep the letter A of the infinitive. Farò, farai, farà, faremo, farete, faranno. Now we'll do an exercise together so you can remember more easily. You can take a screenshot of the rules I just explained. Conjugate the verbs in the future tense. Io ti farò un regalo. Noi arriveremo domani. Paolo non vorrà dire la verità. Loro vivranno a Firenze per i prossimi 3 anni. Voi non dimenticherete mai questo momento. Sandro, quando vernicerai la porta?
When to use the future simple.
Now, when do we use the future simple? Easy, when we speak of an action that will take place in the future. In English, the future is expressed in several ways: be going to be about to, the present continuous, the present simple, and of course the word will. The good news is that in Italian you can just use the future simple. The future simple expresses all the nuances of the English will. Certain future events, decisions made at the time of speaking, predictions based on personal opinions, promises, assumptions. A few examples. Domani ci sarà un'eclissi lunare. C'è molto traffico. Prenderò il treno. Pagherò io la cena. Non preoccuparti. The future simple can express a planned future where English uses the present continuous. Partirò domani. I'm leaving tomorrow. Sometimes beginners say things like sto vedendo Laura questa sera. They mean I'm seeing Laura this evening, but what they're actually saying in Italian is that they are seeing Laura in this moment, right now, this evening, which doesn't make sense. Say instead, vedrò Laura questa sera. More good news. In informal conversation, we often use the present tense here. Vedo Laura questa sera. Domani vado a Bologna. A settembre comincia la scuola. Do it, use it. Use the present tense to talk about your plans in everyday conversation. You will sound natural. Now back to the future simple. This tense can also be used to express an intention, a plan, the English to be going to. If you want to say that you are going to buy a new phone, you can simply say comprerò un nuovo telefono. There is another option though. You can emphasize the intention and use the expression avere intenzione di. Ho intenzione di comprare un telefono nuovo. Let's add another useful expression. Stare per plus infinitive, which translates the English to be about to. Sto per dirti un segreto. I'm about to tell you a secret. Last but not least, both Italian and English use the present simple to describe fixed events and schedules, such as transport timetables or the cinema. For example, il treno per Firenze parte alle 10:15. Le lezioni iniziano alle 8. I know it sounds like a lot to take in, but the bottom line is that the Italian future simple translates most of the English ways of expressing the future, and sometimes we can just use the present tense. Before we say goodbye, let me remind you that we have a very interesting Patreon program with a lot of new content every week, where you will find additional material and exercises on today's grammar. So, what are you waiting for? Join the circle! Ci vediamo mercoledì prossimo!